Welcome to Planet in Your Pods, where we help you get the most out of your travels. Today, we're setting our sights on the City of Light, Paris. For many, it's a dream destination, right? But for a first-time visitor, it can feel maybe a little overwhelming. Don't you worry, though. We're here to guide you through it all, sharing the most essential insights to make your trip truly unforgettable.
That's absolutely right. Paris is, well, it's a truly cosmopolitan capital, globally renowned for its unparalleled culture, groundbreaking art, high fashion, exquisite food, and, innovative design. It's really no wonder that it consistently draws around 14 million international visitors annually. Everyone's looking to capture a piece of its magic. We've distilled the crucial information you need to navigate this vibrant metropolis with confidence and really experience it like a seasoned local.
And that's our mission today. We're going to cover 8 essential areas, 8 key things that will empower you to not just visit Paris, but to truly live it. We'll explore everything from mastering the city's unique layout and transportation, to uncovering hidden gems that locals adore, indulging in world-class culinary delights, experiencing vibrant nightlife, and of course, ensuring you stay safe and embrace the rich Parisian culture. So let's get into it. That brings us to the number one thing to do in Paris, truly understanding how this incredible city is organized, and importantly, how you can navigate it with ease, avoiding that common feeling of, being lost.
Right. Paris has this unique structure that once you get it, makes navigating the city surprisingly intuitive. It's divided into 20 districts known as arrondissements, and they sort of spiral outwards clockwise from the very heart of the city. This central point is precisely marked by kilometer zero. It's a little bronze plaque right in front of Notre Dame Cathedral.
Oh, okay, so it spirals out from there.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is that each arrondissement possesses its own distinct character, like a unique personality that shapes the local experience.
Mm.
For example, the historical core, brimming with iconic landmarks like the Louvre Museum and the charming, bustling Le Marais district,
Mm.
that's found within the first, second, third, and fourth arrondissement. As you move outwards, you discover areas like the Latin Quarter in the fifth and sixth, known for its academic energy and vibrant intellectual history.
The student area, right.
Precisely. Then, perched high above, you have the bohemian and artistic charm of Montmartre in the 18th. Understanding this layout is really your foundational step to feeling truly at home in Paris. When someone tells you an address is in the 7th, you immediately know it refers to the 7th arrondissement, and its postal code will always start with 75007. This system really helps you orient yourself and, grasp the city's flow.
It sounds like a brilliant system once you get your head around it. And when you're exploring these arrondissements, you'll inevitably encounter Paris's famous moniker, the City of Light. It's a phrase that conjures images of sparkling avenues and beautifully lit monuments, many from the Belle Epoque era. But you're saying it's also a nod to its history, as a beacon of Enlightenment thought.
That's exactly it. Paris truly earned its title of Ville Lumière, not just for its physical illumination, but for its intellectual and philosophical radiance that shaped modern Europe. It's a beautiful dual meaning, isn't it?
It really is.
But, with such grand allure and immense popularity, it's crucial to set realistic expectations for your first visit. While Paris is undeniably brimming with wonders, trying to see absolutely everything in one go, it can be overwhelmingly ambitious and, frankly, a bit exhausting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Our insights suggest that some visitors, maybe because of incredibly high, almost cinematic expectations, might even experience something known as Paris syndrome. This isn't just mild disappointment. It can be a profound state of severe culture shock and anxiety, sometimes intense enough to disrupt a trip.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So, to avoid this, my advice to you is to be selective with your itinerary. Embrace calm, unhurried strolls through charming back streets, allow yourself to get wonderfully lost, and definitely save some attractions for future visits. You don't need to conquer Paris in one go. Just let it unfold for you. Even with just 4 days, if you approach it with this mindset, you can experience a great deal and have a truly memorable, joyful trip without feeling pressured. It's about quality over quantity.
That's a fantastic point about mindset. Very important. So, with an understanding of the city's structure and a balanced approach to exploration, that brings us to the number 2 thing to do: mastering Parisian transportation. This is key to navigating the city efficiently and experiencing all it has to offer. How can we best move through this incredible city?
Well, Paris boasts an absolutely excellent public transport system, truly one of the best and most comprehensive in the world. The metro, with its 16 lines, and the RER commuter trains, are incredibly efficient. They transport millions of people daily and seamlessly link every part of the city and its surrounding areas. You'll find metro trains running every few minutes, typically from 5:30 a.m. until around 1:5 a.m. on weekdays.
Yeah.
And it extends to an hour later on Fridays, Saturdays, and holidays. So you're very rarely stranded.
That sounds incredibly convenient. What details should we know about using the metro itself?
Right. When you're using the metro, paying attention to a few details will make you feel like a pro. Lines are clearly named by their terminal stations and are conveniently color-coded on all maps, making them easy to follow. A practical tip. Be aware that some lines, like lines 7 and 13, have forks at their ends. So always double-check the destination sign on the platform to ensure you're boarding the correct train for your specific stop.
Ah, good tip. Easy to make a mistake there.
Definitely. And here's a common detail that often trips up first-timers. On many older metro trains, the doors don't open automatically. You'll need to look for and push a handle or a button to exit when the train stops. It's a subtle difference, but one that instantly makes you feel a bit more local when you do it with confidence.
Right. Got to look like you know what you're doing.
Exactly. And if you're traveling with heavy luggage, be mindful that transfers between lines can often involve many stairs. Very few stations have elevators, and only the busiest ones have escalators. My personal recommendation would be to try and avoid Metro lines 1, 4, and 13, and RER lines A and B during rush hours if you can. They are typically the most congested lines in the entire system.
Those are invaluable practical insights. Beyond the metro, what other transport options should we consider for truly experiencing the city's charm and efficiency?
Absolutely. Beyond the metro, the RER and Transilien lines provide excellent commuter service. RER trains make all stops within Paris's Zone 1, which makes them fantastic for reaching popular sites further out, like Versailles or the airports. Transilien trains, departing from Paris's major train stations, offer slightly less crowded options for regional travel.
Okay.
Now, while trams generally serve the city's outskirts, buses offer a truly fantastic way to see Paris from above ground. You get a completely different and often more scenic perspective than the underground metro. Each bus stop is equipped with clear route maps and electronic displays that indicate exactly where the line goes and how long until the next bus arrives. And for those late-night explorers, night buses, or Noctilien, that's the specific French name, are available after metro hours, so you always have a way to get back to your accommodation.
That's great to know about the Noctilien. What about fares? How does that work?
Right. Fares. You'll definitely want to get a Navigo travel card. The Navigo Easy is an excellent option for tourists. The card itself costs just €2, and you simply load it with tickets as needed. A single Metro Train RER ticket costs around 2.50 ERC and is valid for 120 minutes with transfers within the city. Do remember, though, that this specific ticket isn't valid for travel to or from the airports.
Ah, okay. Separate tickets for the airport then.
Yes, for airport travel, you'll need special airport-specific tickets, which are typically around €13. Depending on how long you're staying, you could also consider getting day, week, or even month passes. They offer greater value if you plan extensive travel. Just remember a crucial point. Always validate your card at the start of your journey by tapping it, because ticket inspectors are very active throughout the system and show absolutely no mercy to those without valid tickets. You'll be cited and forced to pay a fine right there on the spot, and they are quite diligent about it.
Okay, definitely noted. Validate the ticket. It sounds like the public transport system is robust and well-regulated. What about other modes of transport that offer maybe a different flavor of Parisian travel?
For a truly scenic and memorable journey, you should definitely consider the excellent boat services on the Seine. Bateaux offers a convenient hop-on, hop-off shuttle service that runs between the main tourist sites, letting you explore at your own pace. Alternatively, you can take a more leisurely Bateau Mouchez sightseeing cruise. Both options provide unique photo opportunities and easy, direct transport to many central sites. You see the city from a beautiful, often sparkling vantage point on the water.
That sounds lovely, especially on a nice day. What about taxis?
Taxis can be comparatively cheap, especially at night when traffic jams are less likely. However, finding one can sometimes be challenging. There aren't as many as you might expect just driving around. And they're generally not supposed to pick you up near designated taxi stands if people are already waiting there. A huge convenience is that they charge a fixed rate to the airports, for instance. It's typically €50 from the right bank to Charles de Gaulle, or 30 from the left bank to Orly Airport.
Fixed rates are good. No surprises.
Exactly. While tipping is technically included in the fare, it's always appreciated to give a little more for exceptional service. Especially if the driver is helpful with luggage or offers great conversation. Just be aware there's a minimum charge on all taxi rides, which the meter might not immediately show. And a crucial warning. Always avoid illegal taxis that might approach you at airports or train stations. Use only licensed taxis or legitimate ride-sharing apps.
Good warning. What about driving yourself, renting a car?
Renting a car. While you can, it's generally not advised for exploring Paris itself. The city struggles with dense traffic, and parking is notoriously difficult and expensive. Plus, Paris's medieval street layouts can be incredibly confusing for unfamiliar drivers. Lots of one-way streets, complex intersections. The speed limit is generally 30 kilometers on those streets, and pedestrians, well, they tend to jaywalk with fearless abandon.
Sounds stressful.
It can be. While motorcycles are popular with locals, they unfortunately have a high casualty rate, and rules like lane splitting are technically not allowed, even though you see it. For genuine ease and safety, relying on public transport, walking, or cycling is truly a much better and less stressful option.
That makes perfect sense. Less stress is always a win on vacation. You mentioned cycling, which sounds wonderfully Parisian. What's the bike scene like?
Oh, Paris has truly transformed into a very bike-friendly city. Renting a bike is an excellent and increasingly popular way to see the sights, especially in good weather. The Velib Metropole bike-sharing system is highly convenient, offering both electric and normal bikes. The first 30 minutes of use are often free after a daily fee of about €5. There's now an extensive network of dedicated bike lanes, and you can even share bus lanes on most major boulevards, giving you a smooth ride.
So it's quite safe for cyclists now.
It's much better, yes. However, for less experienced urban cyclists, some very busy areas like Avenue des Champs-Élysées, the massive Place de l'Étoile around the Arc de Triomphe, and the bustling Rue de Rivoli are probably best avoided due to heavy traffic. But the network now boasts over 150 kilometers of lanes, making it genuinely easy to cycle around.
That's impressive.
But perhaps the greatest pleasure of Paris, and something I personally highly recommend, is exploring it by foot. You can cross the entire city center in just a few hours. But the real joy comes from stopping frequently at charming cafes, browsing unique shops, just soaking in the atmosphere. Many locals actively avoid the metro for short distances, preferring to walk and simply see the city unfold around them. And honestly, you should too.
I love that. Walking really connects you.
Absolutely. The city has also done a tremendous job of cleaning up in recent years, so stepping in dog droppings, thankfully, is practically a thing of the past, thanks to significant fines. There are countless guided and self-guided walking tours available. And if you want fantastic orientation, try a west to east walk along the Axe Historique, starting from the Arc de Triomphe towards Ile de la Cité, where Notre Dame is. This walk takes about 1 to 2 hours without stops and shows you so many major monuments. You'll be delighted by the unexpected secret places you discover just by walking.
I love that emphasis on walking. It truly does allow you to connect with the city. With our navigation covered, that brings us to the number 3 thing to do: immersing ourselves in Paris's iconic landmarks and world-class museums. These are, after all, some of the main draws for a first-time visitor, right?
Absolutely. Paris is, without a doubt, home to some of the world's most famous structures and art collections. Many are just instantly recognizable symbols of the city itself. You absolutely cannot miss the Eiffel Tower, that ultimate soaring symbol of Paris. It's even more breathtaking in person. Then there's the Arc de Triomphe, standing majestically at the end of the Champs-Élysées, one of the most recognizable avenues globally. The Notre Dame Cathedral, a true masterpiece of Gothic architecture and inspiration for Victor Hugo's famous novel, remains incredibly impressive, even as it undergoes restoration.
It's amazing how resilient it is.
It truly is. For spectacular panoramic views of the entire city skyline, the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, perched high on Montmartre, is an absolute must-see. The Opera Garnier is a stunning 19th-century architectural marvel inaugurated in 1875 with incredible detail and history. And for a truly unique, albeit maybe a bit macabre, experience, you can explore the Catacombes de Paris. They hold the bones of over 6 million people from overflowing cemeteries. It's a stark historical contrast.
Wow, the catacombs sound intense.
They are, but fascinating. Other notable landmarks worth your time include the Grande Arche de la Défense, the solemn Pantheon, and Sainte-Chapelle with its exquisite, dazzling stained glass windows. Just stunning.
And the museums, Paris is famous for them.
Oh, unparalleled cultural experiences. The Louvre is globally recognized as one of the finest art and culture museums. And of course, it's home to the enigmatic Mona Lisa. It's an enormous building with an immense collection, so be realistic. You can't see it all in one go. I'd recommend planning at least 2 visits if you want to see a good portion, or at least prioritize what you want to see most.
Good advice. Don't try to do it all at once.
Exactly. The Musée d'Orsay, Beautifully housed in a former railway station, features an incredible collection of 19th century Impressionist and Post-Impressionist art. You've got iconic works by Monet, Renoir, Van Gogh. It's a truly beautiful space to experience art. And for modern art lovers, the Centre Georges Pompidou is a must-see. Its unique, inside-out building alone is a fascinating attraction. Beyond these giants, you also have wonderful, more focused museums like the Rodin Museum, the Picasso Museum, Musée Marmottan Monet, and Les Invalides with its impressive Museum of Arms and Napoleon's tomb.
It's an incredible array of cultural riches. For a first-time visitor, these popular spots often mean long lines, though. What are your key insights for navigating these crowds and making the most of our time?
You've hit on a crucial point. These popular spots, especially the Eiffel Tower, Sainte-Chapelle, and the Catacombs, are known choke points that restrict visitor flow. This leads to very long lines. Your absolute best bet is to arrive at least 30 minutes before opening time to avoid waiting an hour or more. Seriously, get there early. Also, it's useful to know that many national museums offer free entry on the first Sunday of the month.
Oh, free entry sounds good.
It does, but it also means significantly more crowds. So you really need to weigh whether the free entry is worth the increased hustle and bustle. Now, if you plan to visit many attractions, which I highly recommend, you should definitely consider purchasing the Paris Museum Pass. It's available for 2, 4, or 6 consecutive days, costing between 62 and 92, and allows you to literally jump lengthy queues at over 70 museums and monuments.
Wow, skip the line. That's huge.
It really is. This includes not only the major Parisian sites, but also the magnificent Palace of Versailles, just outside the city. It's a real time saver and stress reducer. You can conveniently buy this pass at participating museums, tourist offices, FNAC branches, and most main metro and RER stations. To skip the purchase queue itself, I'd advise buying your pass a day or more in advance, maybe after midday when lines are shorter. The pass doesn't activate until your first museum visit, so make sure to correctly write your start date in the European-style DDM MYYY on the pass.
That Paris Museum Pass sounds like an essential investment for efficiency. Definitely worth considering. Now, beyond the well-trodden paths of those iconic landmarks, our listener wants to experience Paris like a seasoned local. That brings us to the number 4 thing to do, discovering Paris's authentic neighborhood gems. What's the key mindset for uncovering these local secrets?
This is where you truly start to feel like a local. Experiencing Paris beyond just the picture postcards. The key mindset is to embrace the unexpected and venture slightly off the main tourist thoroughfares. Seek out places where locals gather, or that offer a stark contrast to the city's grand scale. Let me share a few particularly insightful examples from the multitude of hidden gems.
Okay. Give us some secrets.
Well, consider Jardin du Palais Royal. While the Tuileries and Jardin du Luxembourg get all the international fame, Parisians themselves often gravitate here for a quiet retreat. It's right by the Louvre, but it's a serene sanctuary to sit and read, away from the constant foot traffic of the grander parks. You might even recognize its charming, understated beauty from the show Emily in Paris. It truly offers that quiet sensuality of the city you might miss elsewhere, a place where people simply are.
That sounds lovely. A peaceful escape.
Exactly. And for a deeper dive into Parisian daily life and incredible food culture, you must head to Marché d'Aligre near Bastille. This isn't just a market. It's a vibrant, living snapshot of daily Parisian life. So authentic that even Michelin-starred chefs are known to shop here for their produce. It has a fantastic down-to-earth local vibe with a covered hall bustling with activity and surrounded by charming bakeries, cutlers, florists. You can even find small, unpretentious cafes here serving wine with incredibly fresh oysters. It's an experience full of energy and local joy.
A real market experience, not just for tourists. I like that.
Definitely. And if you're a bread connoisseur, you absolutely must seek out Chigne-Pain Montmartre. This tiny bakery, which surprisingly only opened in 2020 near Sacré-Cœur, has quickly become the sourdough hotspot. Baker owner Shinya Inagaki's peasant breads, made with ancient grains and natural sourdoughs, are so sought after they regularly sell out during its very limited hours. Typically Thursday to Sunday from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. A crucial tip here. It's strictly cash only. You won't find traditional baguettes, but you will find destination-worthy loaves for true bread lovers. It showcases a master at work.
Wow, cash only and limited hours. That sounds exclusive.
It really does feel like discovering something special. For a unique, off-the-tourist-track evening experience, discover La Gorelle-Gore, hidden ingeniously in an abandoned train station near La Villette in the less touristy 19th arrondissement. This donation-based jazz club offers a truly distinct blend of jazz and clubbing. It's a space where you'll find spontaneous jam sessions by talented Paris Conservatory students alongside electronic music playing until sunrise. It's open 365 days a year, providing an unparalleled Parisian nightlife experience that feels genuinely insider.
A jazz club in an old train station. That sounds amazing.
It really is unique. And one more for the foodies who want to impress, Plume. Tucked away in the well-heeled 7th arrondissement, an area where finding truly authentic and innovative dining can often be a challenge. Plume is a genuine neighborhood secret. It offers clean, Scandinavian-inspired dining, showcasing Chef Youssef Gasly's exquisite food. The crowd is primarily discerning locals and very in-the-know visitors. It feels like a truly personal discovery, a place you'll want to keep to yourself.
Those are fantastic, illustrative examples, highlighting that the real magic of Paris often lies in these quieter, more authentic corners. Of course, no visit to Paris would be complete without indulging in its world-renowned culinary scene. That brings us to the number 5 thing to do: indulging in Parisian culinary delights. Our listener wants to eat well, but also authentically.
You've perfectly captured the essence. Parisian culinary delights are about so much more than just food. It's a philosophy, a way of life that celebrates simple pleasures and exquisite flavors. While French cuisine has certainly evolved, embracing many international influences, there's still an incredible depth to explore, and you can absolutely find authentic experiences that connect you to the city's gastronomic heart.
So where do we start? The base.
Absolutely, you have to try the classics. They are fundamental. Start your day with a fresh baguette from a local boulangerie. That's a specialized bakery, usually just for bread, often with queues out the door for a reason. Perhaps grab a jambon beurre sandwich, simply ham and butter on a baguette. It's a staple and utterly delicious in its simplicity. Or opt for a warm croque-monsieur, a very basic but incredibly satisfying French grilled cheese sandwich.
Simple but perfect.
Exactly. For pastries, you simply can't leave without a Paris Brest, that delightful choux pastry filled with praline cream, or an éclair au café, a classic coffee-flavored éclair, or a delicate layered millefeuille. And of course, macarons from renowned places like Ladurée or Richard are an absolute must-try. Each delicate bite is a burst of flavor. You can also find wonderful treats like chocolate cremique and merveilleux at places like Au Merveilleux de Fred, which specializes in light, meringue-based cakes.
My mouth is already watering just hearing about those. For heartier meals, what are the quintessential French dishes we should absolutely try?
Right? For heartier meals and a truly French experience, you can't go wrong with a comforting onion soup. Classic. Or steak frites, steak and French fries, a Parisian brasserie staple. Or moule frites, steamed mussels with French fries. If you're a fan of duck, whether it's confit de canard with sarladaise potatoes, that's a rich, tender leg of duck, or a more refined magret de canard, a seared duck breast, you'll find exceptional preparations.
Duck is very French, isn't it?
Very much so. And for a rich, slow-cooked stew, boeuf bourguignon is a favorite among many locals, showcasing the depth of French country cooking. If you're feeling particularly adventurous and want to try something truly traditional, maybe unusual for some palates, definitely go for pied de porc, roasted or grilled pork trotters. Surprisingly flavorful dish.
Okay, maybe for the adventurous eaters.
Perhaps. And of course, the heart of French dining often revolves around cheese and charcuterie. You can find these in almost any cafe or brasserie, often served beautifully on a board, perfect for sharing. For a more authentic and diverse experience, visit a dedicated fromagerie, a cheese shop, or even a large supermarket like Monoprix. Monoprix tends to have better quality products than other chains for a selection of raw milk, cheeses, and charcuterie. Don't forget to pick up some cornichons, those small tart pickles, and a baguette tradition to go with them for the perfect Parisian picnic.
Oh, a picnic sounds perfect.
It really is. For street food and market experiences, Paris's open-air markets, like those on Boulevard Richelieu-Lenoir near Bastille, or the vibrant Rue Mouffetard, are perfect for self-catering. Grab a fresh baguette, some local cheese, and a bottle of wine for a picturesque picnic along the Seine. Maybe on Ile Saint-Louis, where you can watch the world go by. You can also find inexpensive but delicious crepes from street vendors, amazing falafel, especially on Rue des Rosiers in the historic Jewish quarter, and surprisingly flavorful banh mi, those Vietnamese sandwiches that have become really popular in Paris.
Those street food and picnic ideas sound perfect for a budget-conscious traveler. What other dining tips do you have for someone trying to eat well in Paris without breaking the bank or falling into tourist traps?
That's a very practical question, as eating out can indeed be expensive. My key tip is to look for prefix menus. They're often called menu du jour, or four meals, offering 2, 3, or even 4 courses, sometimes including wine, for a much more reasonable 20-40 bourse. These are typically offered at lunch, but some restaurants have them for dinner too.
So look for the menu.
Yes. And a simple but crucial phrase to remember. Always ask for carafe d'eau, carafe d'eau, to get free tap water. This is a standard practice. You don't need to buy bottled water. Be very wary of restaurants where staff are overly eager to pull you in from the street. These are often tourist traps with inflated prices and mediocre food. For authentic experiences, always look for places frequented by locals or consult reliable online guides.
Good signs to look out for.
Definitely. And wonderful cultural note, eating alone in a fancy restaurant is completely acceptable in Paris. Don't hesitate if you're traveling solo. If you want a really budget-friendly but authentic meal, try places like Le Bouillon Chartier. A delicious three-course meal can be as low as €15 in a bustling, historic setting. If fine dining is your goal, try to book for lunch. It's often easier to reserve and generally less expensive than dinner.
Great tips. What about vegetarians? Is it getting easier?
Yes. For vegetarians, while traditional French cuisine can be meat-heavy, Paris is becoming increasingly vegetarian-friendly, especially in recent years. Many non-vegetarian restaurants now offer at least one or two vegetarian dishes, but it's crucial to clarify that you don't eat fish or seafood, as there's a common misunderstanding in France that these are vegetarian options.
Ah, good point. Fish is not vegetarian.
Right. Your best bet is to actively look for dedicated vegetarian or vegan restaurants, or explore the city's fantastic array of Italian, Thai, Indian, and Lebanese options. Lebanese often feature delicious mezz like hummus and falafel, providing abundant plant-based choices. You'll find many choices now, including trendy vegan poke bowls and even vegetarian versions of French tacos, which are a different beast from their Mexican namesakes.
That's reassuring for all dietary preferences. After a delicious meal, it's time to see Paris truly come alive at night. That brings us to the number 6 thing to do: experiencing vibrant Parisian nightlife. How does the City of Light transform when the sun sets?
The French capital truly transforms when the sun sets, absolutely earning it, that iconic nickname, City of Light. It's for its beautifully illuminated monuments and its bustling, diverse nightlife. There's genuinely something for everyone, whether you're looking for a quiet, intimate drink or a full-on dance party that lasts until dawn.
Where should we head? Are there specific areas?
The nightlife scenes are incredibly diverse across the arrondissements, each offering a distinct vibe. The Marais, centrally located on the right bank, spanning parts of the 3rd and 4th arrondissement, is incredibly buzzy and always lively. You'll find everything from vibrant gay bars to sultry tango clubs and late-night hangouts like Le Cud. Le Cud uniquely features a dance floor nestled in a vaulted cave and stays open until 6 or 7 a.m.
Wow, a cave dance floor.
Yeah. Switch over to the left bank and you'll discover Saint-Germain-des-Prés. This area, primarily in the 6th arrondissement, has a charming, almost villagey vibe. It offers a sophisticated mix of traditional jazz clubs, proper pubs, and places like La Rue Marie, known for its extensive rum selection, Caribbean snacks, and live music. It's a more refined evening out.
Sounds classy. What about somewhere more budget-friendly?
If you're on a budget, Bastille is generally your go-to spot, located where the 4th, 11th, and 12th arrondissements meet. Prices for drinks and entry tend to be a little lower here, making it a student hotspot. You'll find a lively array of live music venues, hip cocktail bars, and truly hidden gems. Don't miss Moonshiner, often credited as the first speakeasy in Paris. It's cleverly tucked away behind a pizza restaurant. You literally go through a walk-in fridge to find it. It's a haven for jazz and whiskey lovers.
Through a fridge. That's brilliant.
It really is. Montmartre, up in the 18th arrondissement, is famous for the iconic Moulin Rouge, which offers that quintessential Parisian cabaret experience. But beyond the high-kicking can-can, Montmartre offers a more chilled, creative atmosphere. Think picturesque, Instagrammable jazz clubs, and laid-back bars. It's less about late-night raves and more about soaking in the unique, artistic ambiance of this historic neighborhood.
More relaxed vibe up there.
It's exactly. For an off-the-tourist track experience, immerse yourself in Belleville for a night out. You'll find unpretentious cafe bars and graffiti-clad hangouts that offer a grittier, more authentic local feel. At places like Eau Folie, the artsy crowd delightfully spills out onto the pavement, creating a lively street scene. You can sip a cocktail at Mino, run by a world champion mixologist, remarkably, or go to a gig at La Java, an intimate 1920s venue where Edith Piaf actually began her career.
What a fantastic range of options. Beyond these neighborhoods, are there any other specific recommendations or maybe clubbing etiquette tips we should know about?
Well, we already highlighted Harry's Bar for its classic cocktails and La Garelle Gore for that unique jazz club experience. But you'll also find exciting clusters of great bars in areas like Canal Saint-Martin, known for its cozy bohemian cafes, and the Latin Quarter, particularly Rue des Lombards, for its venerable jazz clubs that have hosted legends for decades. The bustling Châtelet and Oberkampf-Menil-Montalm areas are also popular with the Bobos, the Bohemian bourgeois crowd. There's even the Porte de Tobiac in the 13th, which has been reborn as a nightlife center with unique boat bars like the Bateau Phare, perfect for electronic music lovers.
Boat bars, too. Sounds fun. What about club etiquette?
Right? If you're looking to hit a proper nightclub, remember that Paris clubs often have strict dress codes. Dress to impress is really key. This means torn clothing, activewear, and sneakers are generally not accepted, or at least will make it very difficult to get past the bouncers. The better you look, the more likely you'll gain entry. And a practical tip for groups of men: having an equal male-female ratio in your group can significantly increase your chances of getting past those discerning bouncers.
Good to know. Dress smart, maybe bring a friend. That's great practical advice for the evening scene. Paris is, of course, a global fashion capital, and shopping here is an experience in itself. Whether you're looking for high fashion or unique local finds, that brings us to the number 7 thing to do: exploring unique shopping opportunities.
Indeed, Paris stands proudly alongside New York, London, and Milan as a premier shopping destination. You truly will find something here to suit every taste, style, and budget, making it an essential part of the Parisian experience.
Where do we start? High fashion.
For high-end fashion and haute couture, the opulent 8th arrondissement is where you'll find it in absolute abundance. Grand boulevards lined with flagship stores of the world's most luxurious brands. For a delightful shopping stroll that offers a more charming mix of major fashion houses and smaller, exquisite boutiques. I highly recommend exploring the shops along Canal Saint-Martin or meandering through the impressive historic arcades of Palais Royal. These arcades, with their covered passages, offer a unique old-world shopping experience, sheltering you from the elements while you discover unique treasures.
Those covered passages are beautiful. What about specific neighborhood vibes?
When it comes to neighborhood shopping, Le Marais, particularly its historic Jewish quarter, is fantastic. Many of its intimate boutique-style clothing stores and artisan shops are open on Sundays. This is a rarity in Paris, where most shops are closed then. So Le Marais is a vibrant exception. The area around Sèvres-Babylone, anchored by the famous department store Le Bon Marché, often considered the world's first department store, is home to major fashion houses like Chanel, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Versace, alongside smaller private boutiques offering exquisite handmade clothing.
Le Bon Marché is legendary.
It is. In Quartier Saint-Germain-des-Prés, you can discover fantastic vintage clothing shops carrying everything from couture dresses to stylish 70s Chanel sunglasses. While walking along Boulevard Saint-Germain, you'll find major brands, but for more eclectic finds and independent designers. Opt to walk the northern side of the boulevard, especially along Rue Saint-André-des-Arts.
So high fashion is covered. What about for those of us looking for more unique finds, bargains, or specialty items?
Right. For bargains and souvenirs, the artsy quarters of the 1st and 4th arrondissement offer many deals if you're willing to take your time and look. Souvenirs, too, are easy to find and can be surprisingly inexpensive, especially if you venture a little outside the main, most crowded tourist sites. For cheap books with a genuine French connection, try the University Latin Quarter. You can find books in all languages, often starting from as little as €0.50 each, especially from the famous bouquinistes along the Seine.
The booksellers along the river. Love those. What about markets?
For a completely different kind of shopping experience, you should definitely visit one of Paris's main flea markets. The Marché aux Puces de Saint-Ouen at Porte de Clignancourt in the 18th arrondissement is the most famous, and indeed one of the largest flea markets in the world. It's a true haven for antiques, secondhand goods, retro fashion, best visited on Saturdays and Sundays. Be aware there are specific times when only antique collectors are allowed, and also times when stall owners take their Parisian siesta, so it pays to research. The Marché aux Puces de Vanves in the 14th arrondissement is another excellent option, also open Saturday and Sunday mornings, and often considered a bit more manageable than Saint-Ouen.
Flea markets sound like a great way to find something unique. Any tips for specialty shopping?
Yes. For specialty items, Rue de Rome is a fascinating hub for musical instruments. Crowded with luthiers, makers of string instruments, along with brass and woodwind makers, piano sellers. Similarly, the area just south of Pigalle Metro Station is absolutely packed with guitar and drum shops, catering to musicians of all levels. For art lovers, Quartier Saint-Germain-des-Prés is renowned for its numerous art galleries, especially clustered on Rue de Seine, Rue Jacob, and Rue des Beaux-Arts. These galleries often stay open late on Fridays, and many even offer complimentary wine to patrons, creating a wonderful, relaxed atmosphere for art appreciation.
That's an incredible overview of Paris's retail landscape. So much to explore. Beyond the obvious attractions and exciting experiences, truly enjoying Paris involves understanding its cultural nuances and, perhaps most importantly, staying safe. That brings us to the number 8 thing to do: embracing Parisian culture and prioritizing your safety.
That's a critical point, and one that can significantly enhance or detract from your trip. While Parisians may at times have a reputation for being abrupt or even rude, this is often just a stereotype born from cultural differences. I can tell you that politeness and good manners go a remarkably long way here. They truly unlock Parisian hospitality. A simple bonjour, madame, or bonjour, monsieur, when entering a shop, or an excusez-moi to get someone's attention, can make a huge difference in how you're received.
Just basic courtesy, really.
Exactly. Always use the formal vous when addressing strangers. It's a fundamental sign of respect. If you find yourself lost, try to find a younger person or someone who appears to be reading in English and politely ask, "Parlez-vous anglais?" with a smile. Remember to say merci when leaving a shop and a bonne journée or bonne soirée to wish them a good day or evening. This basic courtesy is extremely important. It's not just about language, it's about acknowledging others and engaging respectfully.
Those cultural tips are truly invaluable for connecting with locals. Now, what about staying safe while we explore this incredible city? What should our listener be most aware of?
Paris is generally a safe city, but like any large urban center globally, it has its share of petty crime. The worst thing that might happen to you is typically pickpocketing, and you should definitely be aware and prepared for this.
Okay, pickpocketing. Where is it most common?
Pickpocketing is by far the most common issue, especially prevalent on the Metro and RER, particularly on lines 13 and RERB, and at highly crowded tourist hotspots like the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. You need to be extra vigilant in these areas. Always keep your wallet and phone in your front pockets, or consider using a money belt hidden under your clothes. When on transit, avoid blocking aisles and use luggage racks if available, keeping your belongings in sight.
Good practical advice.
It's worth knowing that Metro and RER conductors are very aware of this issue and often wait a few extra seconds after the doors close to deter thieves who might attempt to snatch items and jump off quickly. Phone snatching is also a reported crime, so I'd advise against openly using your cell phone right on Metro platforms, especially near the doors.
Okay, be mindful of your phone too. Are there common scams to watch out for?
Yes, there are several common scams. At Sacré-Cœur, specifically near the steps, avoid the string muggers who try to tie strings on your finger and then demand money. You can often bypass them entirely by taking the funicular up to the Basilica. On the Seine, watch out for the ring scam, where someone finds a gold ring, insists it's yours, and then demands money once you've touched it.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's classic. Be wary of women with pledge sheets at major tourist sites. This is a very common distraction for pickpocketing. They point to a minimum €10 donation, while their accomplice attempts to steal from you. Never participate in 3-card games or shell games you might see on bridges or popular squares. You will always lose your money. And a modern one. On ride-sharing apps, never give out your mobile number or confirmation codes if requested by a driver via message. This is a scam to access your account.
Wow, lots to be aware of. Any general safety tips?
For general safety, I'd advise avoiding walking alone late at night in certain parts of the 18th and 19th arrondissement. They can be a little shadier, especially if you're unfamiliar. If you observe locals moving away from a situation, follow their lead. They know their city best. Avoid showing off expensive items, particularly on public transport. In case of an emergency, the police can be reached by dialing 17, and officers in tourist areas usually speak English. Remember, just being aware of your surroundings and taking simple precautions goes a long way in ensuring a safe trip.
Makes sense. Be aware, be prepared. What about dress code? Anything specific?
Finally, a note on the dress code. Paris is undoubtedly fashionable, but it's also comfortable. Men generally avoid shorts shorter than above the knee, unless they are specifically for sporting events. It's generally not considered avec style, with style outside those specific contexts. Shorts are typically seen as for schoolboys and football players in adult, non-sporting contexts. Opt for smart casual trousers or longer shorts if you want to blend in more seamlessly.
Good to know about the shorts. Those are incredibly practical and insightful tips for making a first-time trip not only safe, but truly culturally immersive. And for those who have a little extra time and want to explore beyond the immediate city limits, what lies just beyond Paris?
Oh, there are many fantastic day trips, easily accessible from Paris, allowing you to see more of the beautiful Île-de-France region and beyond. You can visit the magnificent Palace of Versailles, the former royal residence. It's just a convenient 20-40-minute RER ride away. You can immerse yourself in unparalleled royal history and grandeur. The historic town of Fontainebleau, with its scenic forest and grand chateau, is a favorite weekend getaway for Parisians themselves. About a 35-minute train ride from Gare de Lyon.
Fontainebleau sounds lovely too.
It really is. For art lovers, Giverny, the home and gardens of Claude Monet, is a truly beautiful and inspiring trip, though it's best to avoid rainy days to truly appreciate the famous water lilies and flowers. And of course, for a different kind of adventure, Disneyland Paris is just a short train ride east of the city, easily reachable by RER, offering a magical escape. These excursions offer a wonderful contrast to the bustling city and allow you to expand your Parisian experience.
Great options for extending the trip. What a journey we've had through Paris. Let's quickly recap the 8 essential areas we've covered for your first visit to ensure you have an unforgettable time.
Okay, let's do it. First, we talked about understanding Paris's unique arrondissement system and how important it is to set realistic expectations for your trip, recognizing the city's vastness but also its charm, even for short visits.
Right, managing expectations.
Second, we dove into mastering Parisian transportation, from the efficient metro and RER to exploring by bus, scenic boat services on the Seine, convenient taxis, and the joys of getting around by bike or truly on foot, which we highly recommend.
Lots of ways to get around.
Third, we covered immersing yourself in iconic landmarks and world-class museums, including essential tips for avoiding lengthy queues and making the most of passes like the Paris Museum Pass to maximize your sightseeing time.
The Museum Pass, key for efficiency.
Fourth, we ventured into discovering Paris's authentic neighborhood gems, like the quiet Jardin du Palais Royal, the vibrant Marché de l'Aigre, the hidden Plume restaurant, and the unique jazz club, La Garou Gore, offering a true local experience.
Finding those hidden spots.
Fifth, we explored indulging in Parisian culinary delights, from classic baguettes and macarons to comforting heartier meals, and crucially, how to find authentic experiences away from typical tourist traps, even with a focus on vegetarian options.
The food.
Sixth, we guided you through experiencing vibrant Parisian nightlife, pinpointing lively areas like the Marais, Saint-Germain-des-Prés, and Bastille, and sharing tips for enjoying the city after dark, including important club etiquette.
Exploring Paris after dark.
Seventh, we discussed exploring unique shopping opportunities, from high-fashion boutiques and charming neighborhood shops to local flea markets and specialized art galleries, catering to every taste.
From high fashion to flea markets.
And finally, eighth, we emphasized embracing Parisian culture and prioritizing your safety, sharing essential etiquette tips to help you connect with locals and crucial advice on avoiding common scams like pickpocketing or the string muggers.
Culture and safety, super important. Paris truly offers an unparalleled blend of history, culture, and modern vibrancy. With these insights, you're well equipped to experience its magic like never before, whether it's your first time or your 10th. Remember, the city rewards those who take the time for a calm stroll, engage politely, and appreciate the smaller, quieter details that often reveal its deepest charms. Perhaps when you return, you'll find yourself exploring entirely new arrondissements, diving into a different facet of Parisian life, guided by the very spirit of discovery that makes Paris so endlessly captivating.
We truly hope this comprehensive guide has given you a newfound confidence and excitement for your first trip to the City of Light. Enjoy every single moment, from the grand boulevards to the quiet hidden courtyards, and let Paris unfold its wonders for you in all its beautiful complexity.
That's all for now, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe for more like this.